First, you need to undo this screw and this screw here. Undo those. Then this little thing right here, you want to push that back and that'll pop up the case right here. Push it back. Alright, now looking at the inside of the computer. This here is the power supply. This is the CD-ROM drive, the processor fan here. We're gonna have to unplug these cables here. These ones right here. But first we want to go ahead and take out this. So you see a little blue tab here, so we get a better angle in it. You take this tab and you pull up on it. Like that. Now while you're doing that, spring loaded, while you're doing that, you're going to push this. I'm going to do it with one hand here. Push it that way. And you just kind of lift that out. Okay. I want to unplug these. You make sure you can see what I'm doing, okay? I'm probably going to undo that too. Serial ATA cable right there. That little one. I'm going to unplug this. It's called a MAGIX. Actually, this is not a MAGIX. This is a serial ATA power. Right there. And if you look here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little L. So it'll only plug one way. So the short one's a serial ATA. And the long one is the power. So I'm going to set that down on the side here. And now here we got to take this bracket out here. So again, we got to pull up on that. Button. Alright. Show this here. This right here. Alright, so I lift up on that. And I'm going to pull this forward, this bracket forward. So I moved it that way. So the bracket just lifts out. And you gotta see where these little things go in, these grooves here. You lift this up. See that? Mm-hmm. They go in those grooves. Mm-hmm. Lift that all the way out. Set it off to the side. Alright, now the hard drive is a little different. The release is not here. The release is down in here. Right, there's a tab, a blue tab here. Blue tab's here, and a blue tab here. And what I'm going to do, hang on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch those together at the same time. And while I'm doing that, while I'm pinching those together, I'm going to put my finger here in this little blue tab, and I'm going to push that way. So I'm pinch those together and slide that forward. Now this will slide up. And if you'll see, make sure it's not hung on any cables here. I'm going to slide this up. And if you'll see here, they also fit in grooves. See that? Take this out. I can just swing it back. Try not to bump that drive. I'm going to undo this connector here, the other power MAGIX connector, and the blue serial ATA cable. take the drive, set it off to the side. Now the power supply is ready to take out, although you probably have one of these here, and you just twist that little guy so that it comes undone. You want to take that off. Set that off to the side. Now, there is one tricky thing here. This is your motherboard power here, and you'll see this little tab here. You got to push that tab that way, and it should be pretty stiff. So I'm gonna pinch that tab and gently rock back and forth here, and it should come out. And there's a little close-up of that tab. So again, you gotta pinch there and make it come out. Now when you push it back in, make sure it goes inside that cable. When you push it back and push the new one back in, you line it up obviously, and you should hear it click. You push until it clicks. Like that. Makes a real quiet click. So I'll pull that out again. Pretty stiff. Now there's one other power cable, and that's this here. Little cable here. And it's got the same little white connector tab. You're gonna pinch that and pull up. It's not quite as stiff to get out. Now this power cable is a little bit tricky to get out here. You see, might kind of, I've had these mar the cables a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. And that little, you slide it over that metal lip right there and past this little metal thing here, and you just gently pull it up here. Like I said, it's not exactly the easiest feeding of this wire. You might have to take one wire at a time. Take one wire at a time here and pull it through, pull it up.
Looks complicated.
Yeah, shh. You might have to undo the little piece of sticky tape back over here. Just to get that up a little bit. Just pull one wire at a time up there. See, I got the black wire there. See if I can't get the other black one. Okay, starting to come here. There we go. I don't know why they make it so tight in there next to the motherboard, but anyway, you can scar the cables here. You see some of the cables are kind of scarred up there, but that's all right. If the metal's showing, that's not a good thing. But when you put it back in, you don't have to tuck it all the way down in there. So move the SATA cables out of the way, serial ATA cables. Make sure your other power cable is moved out of the way. Now your power supply is ready to move out. It's going to move this way. We got a little tab down here that we have to push. You can see it right. Push that tab down like this. All right, push the tab down. I'm going to move the power supply this way from the back side of the computer. There we go. You lift it straight up and out. And there your power supply. Show them the power supply. Your power supply is out. If you'll do the reverse, you slide it down in like this, and when you're putting it in, there, doesn't make an awful lot of a clicking noise, but slide it straight down and then back that way. So I'm going to move this again, push the tab, slide it this way, Like that. Okay? All right, thanks.